Good morning, YouTube. Today is Sunday, May the 3rd. It's 9:43 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I don't have anything really specific to talk about. I just wanted to stop in and say hello. I packed my bowl a little tight this morning, but that's okay. Smoking some Cornell and Deal's Big and Burley, of course, in that Moretti pipe that I got. Big old honkin' thing. Speaking of big old honkin' pipes, if you don't, if you aren't familiar with Phil Rivara, you must be fairly new, I guess. But you should go check out the most recent pipe he put out. Good Lord. That's a big one. That's for when you need to sit down for a nice, relaxing 3-hour pipe smoke. Thanks, Greg. Yeah, it's a large pipe. It's nice looking. But again, there's a rabbit right there. I don't really have anything to talk about. I just wanted to stop in and say hey. Been watching some videos. I haven't really made a whole lot. Work is not going well. I work for a company that, as time goes on, their decision making, and in particular their treatment of their employees, is getting shadier and shadier. And it's unfortunate. When I first started there, Tuesday will mark 12 years that I've been at that company. When I first started there, they were a great place to work. I recommended everybody I knew to try and get a job there. And it's just gotten progressively worse over the last 4 to 5 years. And now it's just not good. Excuse me for 1 second. There's too many love bugs out there for me to keep. It's love bug season, y'all. If you're in Florida or anywhere near it, you know. I'm gonna get the car going. Give me just 1 second. There we go. We're gonna have to move you. There. Anyways, it's love bug season. And I don't want them all coming in here, so can't really sit with the windows down very much. Anyways, yeah, the company, it's not good. And they're treating us worse and worse. It's to the point where I think they're trying to force some natural attrition. Is my opinion of it. Because why fire people and have to pay severance or whatever, or unemployment, when you can just make the working situations terrible enough that people leave on their own? So, I don't know how much longer my position specifically will exist either, because the team that I'm on, we do something that is very quickly being taken over by AI. So I will be surprised if I still have... I'll be surprised if the team that I'm on exists in the same capacity it does right now by the end of the year. It would not surprise me in the slightest They likely wouldn't get rid of everybody because somebody still has to check the work that AI does. But it would not surprise me in the slightest if they cut down our team by 70 or 80% and just left a few to go back and check behind the AI. And even then, it might not be any of us, because at that point they could fire everybody or let everybody leave and then hire people at a much lower rate to just check the AI work. Now, unfortunately, in the society in which we live, I am a very cynical person. So maybe none of this stuff is going to happen, and maybe it'll be okay, and maybe it'll get better. But I don't see it. So, needless to say, I'm looking for employment elsewhere. Which is a real bummer, because 12 years. At one point, I saw myself retiring from this company. I really did. Or for whatever retirement looks like for people of my generation, if that's even a thing. But the latest in their line of... normally I would say the word atrocities there, but that's a pretty strong word. But the line of questionable decisions is that they have withdrawn their company match to the 401k. So what small hope people of my generation did have for retirement, at least at that company, is now no longer a hope. Or is less of one, anyways. I don't know. It just seems like... it seems like things are getting worse, not better. And they can only get so much worse. Something's got to give. Something's got to change. And I mean that in both my personal life with my employment situation and all that, and in society in general. I'm in a small town in Florida, and we're paying $4.40 for a gallon of gas. It's craziness. I don't know. Anyways, I'm rambling and complaining, and that doesn't do anybody any good. So, I'm just going to keep up my search for new employment and hope that something comes through. Keep enjoying the occasional pipe, cup of coffee. How do I know it's good? Because I made it myself. Nod to Smarty Bob. Seriously though, that coffee's good. Watched Brian's review on the Sun Bear something cask, I think, or something like that. I forget. Anyways, Brian, I'm pretty sure that is one of John's Pipe Journey's favorite tobaccos, so I might be able to set up a trade or something there. If you don't know John's Pipe Journey, you should go sub to John's Pipe Journey. He is a very interesting person. In that he talks about very interesting topics that I don't hear a lot about from anybody else. He's the one who put out the video about how to extend the life of your Zippo. Talks about traditional wet shaving. Talks about, I don't know, just all kinds of stuff. He's a very interesting channel. There's a lot of interesting people in the YTPC, that's for sure. So, alright, I'm done rambling. I hope y'all have an excellent rest of your weekend. It's looking a little stormy and gross down here, but I'm okay with it. I like a stormy Sunday. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my pipe and the rest of my coffee, and I'm going to go inside and, I don't know, play some video games or take a nap or something. We'll see. Just got back from breakfast with my aunt and uncle, so I got a full stomach. About to have a nice full coffee on top of that. Some nicotine, we'll be good to go. Alright guys, have a great rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you next time.